Hello, hi, my lovelies. How are you? Sorry, just as I pressed record, then go live, it all went "Whoa" on me. I was like, oh, don't do that, don't do that. So hopefully you're all okay. Everybody is well. Happy Tuesday. It's a dull day today here. It's quite warm. It's quite nice, but it's a bit overcast. I hope it's nice by you guys. I thought we'd do a little bit of crochet today. I haven't done any crochet with you for ages and ages, and I saw one of these little patterns on Pinterest. Well, it was just a picture, and I couldn't find a pattern for it, so I worked it out. So it does work. I've made a little one. But before we get to that, I thought I'll say hello to everybody. Hi, Kate. Hi, Natalie. Hello, everyone. We've also got a couple of some announcements. I've sent off the form for the group quilt. That's gone in the post today. So we are now entered. We've had quite a lot of your blocks through already, and they are so lovely. It's just Sarah and I genuinely touched and so excited about this. It's really, really lovely. And some of the lovely things you've written as well have just been lush. Really, really nice. Hi, Taryn. Hi, Anne. Hello, everyone. Sarah's been really, really busy. She's popped a load more stuff into the Going, Going, Gone section. There's some more kits and all in there gone in. And there's a little sale because we're doing crochet. There's a little sale and a daily deal as well. So the daily deal is... I'll show you that in a second. The daily deal is Happy Cotton Chenilles. Okay, so these are the little chenille balls, okay, which feels amazing. It's so soft and lovely. We've put 10 together, okay, so it'll be a little pack of 10, £7.50. But there's also 10% off any of the colours in the chenille section on the website as well. So we're going to do those for the daily deal. Will stay on for a few days, but the 10% off the individual balls, if you want lots of different colours, certain colours, sorry, not different colours, there's 10% off, which makes them like 77 pence a ball instead of one. So we've had them on at 85p a ball for ages. Didn't realise actually they're supposed to be £1.10 a ball. So you had a bargain at 85p, but they're actually 77 pence a ball. They're beautiful to work with. They really are. They're lovely. If you do amigurumi or you want to make one of these little ones like this is a perfect opportunity, way of doing it. It feels really, really nice. Really lovely. So that's the daily deal. Plus there's a 10% off sale and lots of stuff, more stuff going on in the Going, Going, Gone. So that's that. So before we get started, I'm just gonna grab these a second, 2 seconds. Hang on, let me grab this because I've started working on something that I thought I'd show you. I don't make stuff for myself very often. Let me go to the overhead. I don't make stuff for myself very often because I just don't get the time. But when I was in Amsterdam, we were in their De Burghoff or something like that. It's called. It's basically like their Harrods. And I might have put a picture on actually. Kurt Geiger had these amazing rainbow crocheted bags. So they look kind of like this. I printed a little picture off so you can see. This little bag was £129. I actually wanted the bigger version, which is like 5 wide, which is what I'm probably going to make. I'm probably going to make a bigger version. But it was like £229. And maybe quite rightly so, although frankly I think he's very rude. My husband went, no, you're not having it, don't be ridiculous, you could make one of those. And I was like, it is only crocheted, it is only crochet squares, it's granny squares. So using the Serdar stories, I've started making the granny squares for it. So I've literally used a little picture as inspiration and done the colours and made some of the granny squares to go with it. So I'll update you on my progress with this one because I've never made a crocheted bag before. I've done like net bags and stuff like that, but I've never lined a bag. So I'm going to learn how to do that. But I've just made all these. Look, I've even sewn my ends in. I've been such a good girl. I was sewing my ends in as I went. So I've made all these beautiful crocheted squares, granny squares, and I'm hopefully when they go together, I worked it out. It's like you put 3 like this, so you've got 3 like that, and you need 18 of them. So you lie them all out. Sorry, the camera's really close so that you can see the stitches in a minute. So I'm gonna lie them all out like this, and then this becomes like the flap bit, and that goes up and under, and then it's got a stripy sides, and then I'm going to try lining it and see what happens. I've got to work out how best to, so I've been looking at the way they've joined them, and I think it's a what they call a zigzag braid join, so I'm going to have a little investigate of that as well and see how to do that. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that because I love these colours. I just thought, I mean, they're very Sarah Jane colours, aren't they? Because they're all rainbows, but make sure they're all the way right way round. But yeah, I need 8. I worked out I needed 18 of these, and then I've got to make sort of some like rows of the rainbow colours. But I'm using the Sara Stories, which is beautiful to work with. It is acrylic, but it feels like cotton. It's stunning to work with. I'm really, really impressed with it. So anyway, that's my little project that I'm having a look at. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make one of these little wallets. Now, I started with the Sara Stories with this. I just thought it was really cute, and I saw lots of pictures on Pinterest, but I couldn't find a pattern. But they're the perfect size for keeping your cards in all in, your loyalty cards and stuff. So you've got a little pocket that side, like that. And then you've got 2 little pockets here. You can keep your cards and all in it. You know, maybe if you have a lot of loyalty cards and stuff, you might want to keep them separately. And I've just put a little magnetic clasp on, so it folds over like that. You've got this really cute little crochet mini wallet. You could adapt this in lots of different sizes, but I'm going to go through how to make this size today. But once you've kind of got the idea of it, it's so easy to do. It genuinely took me, and not even an afternoon, about 3 hours, I suppose. I just sat and again, I used the Sara Stories and just did a little rainbow looking one. But the little sample I'm going to use today, I'm just doing it in one colour just to see what it would look like. So I thought it'd be really handy as well. Also, if you do like a lot of English paper piecing, you could keep, you know, like your ready-made, you know, if you tack up all your hexes or your diamonds and all first, you could keep those all separate, couldn't you, in there, and then just with a little reel of thread and a little pair of scissors, and it would be perfect for keeping in your bag for just doing a bit of stitching and all with. So just a really cute little project. And this was a different stitch. The ones that I could see were just done in double crochet, but I quite like this little textured stitch, so I thought we'd do that as well today. So that's that. So how are you all? Oh, hang on, my comments. I can't see all your comments. They've just vanished. Let's have a look. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Jane. Hi, Grace. Hi, Lindy. Your block went into the post this morning. Ah, lovely, Jane. Fantastic. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Carolyn. You're a bit late. You've just put Ollie down for his nap. Oh, I had little man this morning before he went to the childminder. It is cute, isn't it, Meg? Thank you. Yeah, really, really cute as well. It was expensive, yeah, absolutely, that bag, but I'm gonna give it a go and see if I can make one, and then if I can make one, I'll give you the details. Linda, it would go beautifully with the coat you want to make when you finish. Definitely. Hi Claire, hi Jill, beautiful. Hi Tina as well. Oh, there's lots of people there. Right, let me go down there and hopefully I can keep an eye on the comments. So this little wallet, okay, what I thought we'd do is I just go through. So I've partially made one, and I'm going to go through the sizes because it really is incredibly easy to do. So all I've done is I chained 48 stitches along the bottom here. Okay, if you want to make it bigger, you would just chain up as many as you want, okay, because it doesn't really matter. But for this size, I've chained 48, and then I've done 12 rows just backwards and forwards of the stitch that I'm going to show you, backwards and forwards. Okay, so you've got 48 stitches, 12 rows, easy peasy so far. You could just do double crochet or half trebles, entirely up to you. Okay, so hi Heather. So 48 stitches, 12 rows, and on the 13th row, okay, hang on, let me just pull that stitch up a minute so I don't lose it. There we go. On the 13th row, I just did 16 stitches and then turned and went backwards and forwards and kept going. So this here is left, and we're just going to carry on making this bit, okay? And you want to do another 24 rows here, okay? So with just the 16 stitches, you're going to do 24, all right? So just to recap that, 48 stitches, 12 rows deep, and on the 13th row, you start over here and you'd go 16 stitches in, and then you're going to go backwards and forwards on those 16 for 24 rows. I've got 2 rows left to do, so I thought I'd show you this stitch, okay, because it really is super simple, but I don't know if you guys can see, it gives this really beautiful texture. I really like the texture of it, and it was such a simple one to do. I thought it was a nice one to show you. So I've just come to the end of that row. We're going to start with, so I'm using the Sara Stories cotton again, and a 4mm. But you could, if you're a loose texture, loose crochet, go down a little bit because you don't want too many big holes or anything. Okay, so I'm going to chain 1 to start, just to get my height, and then that very first stitch here, okay, we're just going to put a double crochet. So my very first stitch, in, wrap the wool, and through. Okay, so a double crochet, and it is all double crochets, but the second stitch you're just going to do back loop there. So I'm going to go just so you know, I'm sure you guys know what I mean by back loop. Those 2 little stitches there and there, the back loop is that one there. So instead of going through both, we're just going to go through the back loop and do a double crochet. The next stitch along, so make sure you are getting the next stitch along and you're not catching that front loop of that one, which is there. You're going to do a double crochet and then back loop, and that's it. This lovely texture is literally that. So I'm going to go back loop, full double, back loop, and then full double. So that one's in there, so there's my next stitch there, like that. I'm in the right place, guys. Can you see this okay? I'm just trying to say hello to everybody. Hi. So what have you all been up to? Anybody up to anything interesting? We had the decal, the new window signage put in yesterday, which was really cool. It looks amazing. I'm so chuffed. In fact, I might do, when I get back to the shop, I might just come back on live and just show you what the shop looks like now, because I'm really pleased. It looks really good. So when I get to the end, it's just, oh, hang on, it's a back loop. Let me just take that one out. So don't forget this very end stitch is just a back loop like that. There we go. Okay, and that's my row done. That's 16 stitches. I'm going to turn the work. Okay, and then chain 1 to get my height, and in that first stitch double crochet, so one like that, and then a back loop, and we're going to work our way down. Okay, now if you haven't got a magnetic clasp, you could use any sort of fastener. You could use a popper on this, back loop there, and then double crochet in the next. You could use a cam snap maybe, although I would probably put a little bit of felt or something, I think, because if you push a cam snap through here, I don't think it's going to hold. I think I would put a piece of felt underneath it and then push through, but that would work with cam snap. But you could definitely sew on a popper. The popper would work. You don't actually need a closure. You could just have it without the closure, and you could maybe put some ribbon or something there and tie it up if you wanted to. So there we go. So this is actually, I believe, my last row. We'll just count them up for you, but you want 24 rows of the 16. Okay, and there's that one there. Okay, I think that's my last row. We'll just pull that along a minute. So you can see I've got something that looks like that now. Okay, so I did 12 rows all the way along and then counted 16 stitches backwards and forwards, and I'm just going to check. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh no, I need another row. I need another 2 rows, so let's just quickly put that in so it's the right size. What's the Taryn? I can't wait to come and see the shop. Oh yeah, Tina, you're sat binding another quilt. Oh, lovely, well done. You've been very prolific the last few weeks. There we go. So down that one. Hang on, let's just put another 2 rows in, and then I can finish this one. Oh, I know what I didn't tell you as well, actually. If you liked the little ironing caddy that Sarah made yesterday, but you don't want to go to the bother of actually making one, we've got 3 ready-made ones in the ready-made section. So if you don't want to have to make one and you want one ready done for you, check out the ready-made section, because there are a few there. There's 3 in there that you can have a grab quickly, because I'm no doubt they will go quite quickly. There we go. So nearly there. That's and then I want 1 more row. So that's back loop, crochet, chain 1 and turn, and then into that first stitch there. So just make sure you get right onto the base into the first stitch, and then do your last 16. Okay, like that. And oh, where is it? There we go. And down there. And once we get this to this one, I'm not going to break my thread. We're going to slip stitch down the sides in order to come on, yellow. There we go. Down that one there, nearly there. In order to strengthen the sides, and it makes it easier to sew together as well. Okay, so like that, nearly there. Last couple, back loop and front loop and back loop. There we go. So that's me now finished. So I've done my 48, 12, and then 16 stitches by 24. Okay, and I'm just going to leave that attached because I want to show you. So once you've done this, we're going to slip stitch down these long edges, but just to show you how it works, you're going to fold this over like that, and then fold it back like that. Okay, and you can see that makes your front pockets. And then this one is going to fold down like that, and then over like that, and you've got your little wallet. So it's basically like a big L shape, isn't it? Big L shape. Okay, and then it's just how you fold it. It's a little bit of crochet origami. So we're going to fold over like that, back on itself, and I would put a popper or magnetic clasp just here on the bottom. Oh, hang on, let me just move over a bit. I'm back there, aren't I? Just here, and I would probably put that on before I started sewing it together because it's a lot easier to do it that way. And then this one's going to come down like that and move over like that. So you would just mark where it's going to be. So it would be about here, and I'd put the other one just there. Okay, so with the magnetic clasps, they are really simple to put in. They're just a little washer like that. Okay, which you just push through the washer and then fold over the little legs to hold it in place. Okay, like that. Pop that back in there. But before we do that, I didn't do it on this one, and I wish I'd had, but I suddenly thought, actually, because I did it down this edge, I've slip stitched down this edge, it does give it a little bit more strength, and you've actually got something much easier to sew together as well. So I would suggest just slip stitching, so you don't need to do it on the chain or this top edge because that's nice and neat, but down these long edges where you've got the rows, I would slip stitch. So how's everybody doing? Anybody else got any questions there? Has anybody made crocheted bags? What have you done? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch into every stitch all the way down, so that one there, catch, oh, come here. Oh, it doesn't want to go through. Oh, your wrap bag, come on, where's the edge? There it is, I can see it. There we go. Slip stitch into that one, and then that one, and you just slip stitch down the edge. So slip stitching is just pull through, but don't wrap again, just pull all the way through. Okay, and keep it not too tight, but you want to keep it quite neat. You see what I mean? Keep it quite close to the work. And we've just slip stitch all the way down the edge, and I just think that just finishes it off nicer, and you've got something easier to sew into. And then I've just realised I've left my sewing needle over on the other table, so I'm going to have to grab that for you. Here we go. Let's go all the way down here, like, come on, there we go, got it. Come through that one. How are you doing? You've only done drawstring bags. Yeah. Yes, Jill, you did make drawstring bags. I've got a lovely soap bag that you made me, which was lovely. But I just thought these were really cute, and you could do them in any stitch at all, any decorative stitch you fancy having a go at. I would just make sure it's quite a close one. The linen stitch would look really nice in this, or moss stitch. What else could you do? I mean, you could do like a shell or something like that, but have a little look at some different stitches because it's only a little project. It's a nice way of trying out some new stitches and have a little bit of texture. So with the rainbow one, all I did, so I should have said that at the beginning. So I did 6 rows of each colour. So I chose 6 colours and did 6 rows, on the long piece. So I did 6 in the purple, 6 in the blue. And then when I changed to the the 16 here, I then did 6 of the green, 6 of the yellow, 6 of the orange, and 6 of the pinky colour. Okay, so to make this piece here, and that's all I did. But I thought, well, just for this little sample one, let's see what it looks like when it's all one colour. But I would, yeah, I didn't do it on this one, but I would definitely suggest just slip stitching down the sides. It's a little bit of a pain, but when you get into a rhythm, it's not too bad. So, how is everybody? No, but you definitely now want to. Excellent, Meggie. Excellent, excellent. You haven't done any crochet for ages, my darling, and you enjoy your crochet. She's so good at crochet as well. Picked it up so brilliantly. You should see the toys and stuff she does. Meg's very talented with her crochet, like that. So I'm going to come right to the end, and I would just make sure I got one right in that beginning chain as well, just to square it off nicely, like that. Okay. I then rejoin. I mean, you could come all the way along and go all the way round if you wanted to. I don't think it's necessary, but I'm just going to snip this yarn. I'm not going to do it now because you'll be more stupid, but I just rejoin my yarn and I'd slip stitch down there as well. I actually left an extra long tail and used that to slip stitch up the side. So let me just grab, I've just realised I've left the needle over there. So give me 2 seconds. I'll grab my book in. I can find it. Where's it gone? There it is. Okay, and then some scissors, and we're just going to pull this one through like that, snip off. In fact, I'm going to leave a nice long bit because I can probably use this for a bit of sewing up then. Okay, and pull it all the way through like that to end it. So you've got this funny sort of elongated L shape. Okay, so I'm going to fold it back on itself. So I'm going to go that way like that, and then back on itself like that. Okay. And then you can use a couple of binding clips or something like that, just to hold that in place. I'm sure there's probably a proper crochet tool for it, but I'm doing that. And then what you're just going to over sew it. So I'm literally going to over sew. That's all I did on these ones, is just over sew the ends. So I mean, this works quite nicely doing it all in one colour because you haven't got to change colours. I left very long ends. When I changed the colour, I left very long ends so that I had the colour to sew up in the right section. But you know, if you're doing it in one colour, it doesn't really matter. So all I'm going to do is you want to make sure you catch that middle section. So I'm going to come through that first stitch there and there like that. You could mattress stitch it if you wanted to, go backwards and forwards, but actually the over stitch, I'm going to catch that first one there, that one there, and that one there, and just sew it all together, just making sure I'm catching all 3 stitches, lining up the rows so it's nice and neat. Oh, don't get caught on like that. There we go. And through that one there. These would be cute for, you know, you could make for kiddies and all to play, you know, if they're like, not now because he's too old, but when Tom used to love his Pokemon cards and stuff, you could make them big enough to hold like their cards, you know, and their stickers, if they trade stickers and things. I don't know if kids still do that. I mean, I know you know, all their top trumps cards or whatever it is they're into, they'd be really nice. You could make them all different sort of colours and stuff, couldn't you, and give them to kids to keep in their little precious things safe. So just make sure that one's up like that. I'm going to go all the way through like that, and you're just over sewing, so it's just a really simple little over sew. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that one now because it's getting in my way and annoying me. Could you slip stitch or DC instead of sewing up? Yes, you could do. Yeah, I don't see why not. You could do. I don't know how bulky the slip stitch shouldn't make it bulky, but yes, you could absolutely. I hadn't thought about doing that, but that's actually a really good suggestion. Yeah, you could slip stitch it together, definitely, if the thread's in the right place. Why not? See, I don't mind the sewing up bit. Strangely, I don't actually mind sewing in ends either. I find it quite therapeutic when I'm just sat there. But yes, you could definitely do that, Jane. That's a really good suggestion. So like that. Okay, so I've sewed up the bottom like that. And because I've still got a nice long thread, I can now go up the side. So again, just be careful with the sides that you're not going to pull too much. So you want to find a corresponding stitch and just go up the side like that. Okay, and you would just work your way around. I mean, it's super, super simple. Really nice. Again, if you're doing little charity makes, you know, or if you like support, you know, you've a local football team or something, your kids, grandkids are, you know, sports players, you know, maybe you could do them in some, you know, colours, you know, of their football team or something like that, you know, something you could, you know, they could keep pocket money or something in, couldn't they? There we go. So you can see I'm just picking up the stitches from the side. So one of those little horizontal stitches, finding the edge there. And that's where I slip stitched down that one. So I've got a nice easy stitch to follow, which helps a lot actually. There we go. So who's that? Are you going through both V-stitches? When I was sewing up this bit here, no, I wasn't, lovely. So I was picking up like the back loop of that one. I was going through both of the middle section. So if I do that a second for you. So I was going through the one loop here, through both of the middle, and then one loop here. And I think that gives it quite a nice, neat little edge then. But it's still nice and secure. You've got no thing. And on this one, let me just get rid of that clip. On the sides, I'm just going through. So if I pick up the stitch there, I'm just going through that one loop there. Again, I just think it's a bit neater. It's not as bulky on the seams by doing that, but it's still secure. So if we go up that edge, there we go. No, I've just come and threaded, but you don't. So I'd go up that end, okay, then you'd have to join some thread in and go up that edge there to make the little pockets. And then on the top one, you're going to fold that down so it doesn't quite meet. Okay, you want it to be a weenie. Hang on, you know this one. Can you see? I've just got maybe 2 rows in between, so that when you've got bulk, you've got that little gap there, you know, for it to fold over. So I would fold this one down, and I think I left about 2 rows of stitching, and then sew up both of those edges. In fact, if you joined your thread in here, sewed up there, you could just, or you know, slip stitched up, you could just slip stitch across that bit and go all the way up there, and you've got less ends to sew in then. So if I just leave those on there, because it's only sewing up again, and you're done. And then that would fold over like that. And like I said, you could put a popper on here, you could use a magnetic clasp. I mean, the magnetic clasps are lovely and easy, and they find themselves nicely as well. But I mean, I've got hardly any cards in there, but you'd get quite a few in there, I think. You know, I just grabbed a few out of my purse, but I just thought it was really cute little thing. You could put some decoration on here or something if you wanted to. Would you use felt to line the bag or cotton fabric? What, this one, lovely? I wouldn't line it at all. I won't line this at all. It's absolutely fine as is, because it's just for cards. It's nothing, you know. I suppose if you were putting coins or something in there, you might want to line it. In fact, you could line it before you folded it all up. The granny square bag. No, I'm going to use cotton. Definitely. I wouldn't put felt. I mean, you can put felt in them, but that's not the look I'm going for. I'm going to find a really beautiful, probably a stripe, and put in there. But I'm going to have a little investigate on how to do that. But yes, that's it really. That's really, really quick and simple little crochet wallet. So just remember the dimensions were 48 stitches to start with. In fact, come back over here now. Hi. It's 48 stitches to start with and 12 rows. And then you start your 13th row, you do 16 stitches along, and you keep going for 24 rows. And that's it. And then just slip stitch down the bits you want. Let's have a little look. I'm just looking at your comments now, guys. Could you slip stitch? Yes, you could, absolutely, yeah. Are you slip stitching? Looks like you're double crocheting. Oh, I might have chucked a double crochet in there, but it was supposed to be slip stitching. It was definitely supposed to be slip stitching, Anne. I might have gone off track because I was talking, but it was supposed to be slip stitching. Oh, that's all right, Eileen. Don't worry about being late, lovely. Okay, you think you could use either? I'm certain I've seen knitted bags with instructions for cotton fabric lining. Yes, I mean definitely. I've seen patterns with cotton fabric lining, so that's what my plan is for the granny square one. But once I've worked it out, I will. Do you have the magnetic things in the shop? We do have the little magnetic clasps. They should be on the website as well, but we've got them in gold and silver, I believe. Sorry. Is that everybody's comments? That's right, Linda, no problem. Cool. yeah, so yeah, just really, really quick and easy little pattern. I think great if you're making little charity makes, or if you were like trying to I don't know what else we could use them for. What are they, like scouts, beavers and scouts and things to keep their, oh no, they're supposed to have their badges sewn on, wouldn't they? But I don't know, you could do them in all sorts of different colours, couldn't you? So have a little play around. What are you going to make? If you're going to make one, what are you going to make them for? How are you going to do it? But I just think that's a really cute way of keeping all my because I'm forever taking business cards and loyalty cards out and about with me. It's just a nice little way. You could make it into a little first aid kit to keep into your thinking about it. Sorry, I'm just going off on a tangent, aren't I? Think about you could do a little first aid kit. So you could put some little sterile wipes, the little antiseptic wipes, or a little tube of antiseptic cream. You could then put some plasters and stuff in there, and maybe a little swab or something. Or if or pack a paracetamol, and it'd be a nice little way of keeping it all tidy in your handbag. Or if you're going on holiday or anything. So yeah. Your girls would love them. Yeah, there you go. You could add a little strap. That would be really sweet, Meg. Yeah, you could add in here, couldn't you? Just like a chained strap or something, or is it I-cord that you could do with crocheting, or Tunisian crochet? I think Beth's going to show me how to. We're going to do a 1 o'clock in the next couple of weeks on Tunisian crochet, and Beth, who can do it, I can't. I've never had a go at it. Is going to show me and you guys how she Tunisian crochets. So we're going to put that in the schedule for the 1 o'clocks. But yeah, room card for when you go on holiday. Yes, absolutely. Yes, something like that would be good. You could make them big enough, just slightly bigger, to put your passport in, couldn't you, as well? If you keep your travel documents or whatever in. So it all works on that L shape. Just vary the sizes, and depending on the size of it, you just want to go up a bit further, as long as it folds over 3 ways. And then it's very easy to work out. It's just an L shape folded up. So yeah, I've never got my head around Tunisian as well. I've looked at it a couple of times and thought I really ought to have a go at that, because I know Jen, she does some lovely Tunisian crochet and stuff. So, but Beth seems to have really got her head around it, so she's going to do a 1 o'clock and show us how to do it. Just some really simple stitches. So we're going to put that on. So your friend needs sweeteners. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, if they always take little packs of sweeteners or whatever in there, stick it in that. Very brilliant idea. So yeah, just a little quick and easy little project, and I wanted to have a go at, and I also want to have a go at this little stitch because it was such a pretty stitch and I've not used it before. So these little packs here, method in my madness, you'd probably make what, 3 or 4 out of one of these packs easily make 3 or 4, probably more than that. Or you could have a go at some granny squares in these. That would be pretty too. These are there's 10 balls in there for £7.50, but there's also 10% off. I've only got 10 packs of these, mind, as well, so if you want them, grab them quick. There's also 10% off all the individual Happy Chenilles as well, so they're all on the website. Have a little look, and that's it. I will see you tomorrow, my darlings, at 1 o'clock as per usual for block of the week. I think we're going to play around. I've been playing around with a couple of different blocks. I think we're going to play around with some Dresden plate and curves tomorrow. We might do the other one. I'm going to decide this evening. And then I'll surprise you tomorrow. Okay. And yeah, that's it. I'll take care. Any other questions? Nope, doesn't look like it. So I'm going to go and grab some lunch, and I will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.